Working on this Pontiac today. Gonna try to limit the amount of vacuum advance. I'm gonna get it warmed up, we'll take a look at what we got. The zero mark on the balancer is at the zero mark on the timing chain cover. Top dead center is marked correctly. We did that with the dial indicator when the motor was apart. I'm gonna be using this Craftsman timing light. This is one of those adjustable jobs. This light's probably 25 years old, maybe more. And I noticed that my connection's bad at the bottom here, so you might see it go out and in a little bit. I was actually looking for a new timing light, and something like this is kind of hard to find. I did find one on Summit though, with an adjustable back like this. I might get one while you still can. I didn't really want like an electronic job. Try to highlight those two marks for you. I'm gonna unplug this vacuum advance. Let's see, I get it plugged in right here. Get a handy dandy plug. Now we'll take a look at initial and then total mechanical advance. Oh, well, you can see that. Maybe it's a touch high at 15. Maybe like 36 degrees. But our initial advance is about 15 degrees, maybe a touch high, and then our total advance with mechanical is about 36. What I'm going to do here is try and limit my vacuum advance down to about 45 degrees on top of that total advance with this limiting kit. There's the part number if you dare to try this yourself. So this plate just goes in there and keeps that rod from traveling too far. Well, as I mentioned right now, there is adjustable vacuum advance in there. I think I might be able to fine tune it on top of this. Not 100% on that. Not sure if this will work in a regular HEI distributor. Guess we're gonna find out. I think their Street Fire might be like a regular HEI. And I put it on the A setting to take the most out of it. Can always go back the other way. So I got my vacuum pump on that advance right now. You can see it's holding a vacuum there. Here's what that rod is doing right now. It's traveling that distance. So we're gonna limit that. In that distributor, the condenser or whatever that thing is in there is in the way. So I'm gonna modify this to fit. Well, there's what it's looking like. I imagine I could rotate that piece to fine tune that even. Like move it out a little bit to get more. I don't know. Everything's plugged back in, including the vacuum advance. So I'm gonna start it back up. Let's take a read and see if that did anything. Well, that dropped it down to like 56 degrees. I'm starting to think I cut the wrong side off. This is tighter and this is looser. I can still flip it to the B side though, and maybe get another 4 degrees out of it or something like that. All right, we're now in the B setting. Let's see what that did for us. I'd kind of like to get this below 50 degrees with that vacuum advance. So that knocked a couple more degrees out of it. I'm still over 50. I'm at like maybe 52 degrees, something like that. So I'm gonna order another one of those pieces and then cut the other side off, try that. If I go right to the D setting, I think that'll probably get me below 50. So anyway, this is just me experimenting on my motor. So hope it helps you in some way. Thanks for watching.